Okay, folks, buckle up. Today on the Mysteria Archive, we delve into the Hollow Earth theory. Get ready for a wild ride. What if we've been looking in the wrong direction? We search the skies for aliens, but what if the real mystery is beneath our feet? A vast hidden world, oceans, forests, even cities inside the Earth. Ancient myths spoke of it, scientists once entertained it, and modern explorers, some say they've seen it. Science says no way, but the stories won't die. So today, we're going deep, real deep. The origins of the Hollow Earth. Long before the internet gave rise to conspiracy rabbit holes, real scientists pondered a strange possibility, that Earth might be hollow. In 1692, astronomer Edmund Halley, yes, the comic guy, proposed something wild. He believed our planet had 3 concentric shells spinning inside one another, each possibly with its own atmosphere and life. At the time, Earth's magnetic field was a mystery. So was the cause of earthquakes. A layered hollow Earth? It was actually seen as a logical solution. Fast forward to the 1800s, John Cleves, Symmes Jr., a former US Army officer, took it even further. He claimed there were gigantic openings at the North and South Poles, leading to a habitable inner world. He even tried to get government funding to explore it. And back then, the poles were largely uncharted territory. No satellites, no real expeditions. So, when Symmes declared the inside of the Earth could host entire civilizations, people didn't just laugh, some listened. This wasn't fringe pseudoscience, not yet. For a moment in history, Hollow Earth was a theory seriously considered, not proven, but plausible. And once the idea took root, it never really went away. All right. Let's just take a moment to appreciate that we once considered Earth was basically a giant Cadbury egg. And Edmund Halley, dude could chart comets across the cosmos, but also thought that the planet was a cosmic nesting doll. Love that energy. I mean, you tell me we haven't explored the poles and suddenly my brain's building a bunker for mole people. Stick around, it only gets weirder. Ancient myths and inner worlds. Long before telescopes and tectonic theory, ancient civilizations spun tales of vast realms beneath the Earth, some dark and foreboding, others shining with divine light. In Tibetan Buddhism, there's Agartha, a subterranean kingdom said to be ruled by enlightened beings, with its capital, Shambhala, shining like a hidden jewel beneath the Himalayas. The Greeks imagined Hades, a layered underworld where souls journeyed after death. But it wasn't just for punishment, it was geography, a mapped spiritual realm. In Hebrew scripture, there's Sheol, a shadowy abode beneath the surface where the dead reside. And in Hindu lore, tales of the Naga, serpent beings living in opulent underground cities, suggest not just myths, but full-fledged civilizations underfoot. It's not just metaphor. Across cultures, stories point down, not up, for mystery, wisdom, and sometimes even salvation. Then, in the early 1900s, Norwegian sailor Olaf Jansen claimed he and his father sailed through an opening near the North Pole into the Hollow Earth. In The Smoky God, he described a hidden paradise inhabited by 12-foot-tall people, peaceful beings with glowing cities and advanced technology. He insisted it was all true. And of course, fiction played its part. In 1864, Jules Verne's Journey to the Center of the Earth planted this mystery deep into the popular imagination. What began as sacred lore and whispered sailor tales became a global obsession. So, were these myths just spiritual allegories, or do they echo something more literal, something we've forgotten? Look, when every ancient civilization independently points downward and says, yep, secret world down there, you've got to wonder, were they just really into caves, or were they onto something? And Olaf Jansen, that man basically went on the weirdest cruise ever. Oh, hey Dad, let's sail through the polar vortex and hang out with gentle giants. Now, I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm saying I'd absolutely watch that Netflix doc. Also, 12-foot tall beings? Like, what are they feeding these folks in Agartha? Pure vibes and vitamin D. All right, let's put our boots on. We're heading to Antarctica. Admiral Byrd and the Antarctica Mystery. In 1947, Admiral Richard E. Byrd, a highly decorated American explorer, launched Operation Highjump, one of the largest military expeditions to Antarctica in history. Officially, it was to test military equipment in cold climates. Unofficially, it birthed one of the most enduring Hollow Earth legends of all time. Conspiracy theorists claim that Byrd's aircraft flew beyond the South Pole and into a warm, green land teeming with strange life. In his alleged secret diary, Byrd described meeting tall, benevolent beings who warned humanity about its warlike ways. No official record confirms this. The US government never acknowledged such an encounter, but that didn't stop the story from spreading. Some say this explains why Antarctica remains highly restricted. International treaties limit civilian access. Certain zones are entirely off-limits, and some expeditions, both historical and modern, have returned under mysterious circumstances or never returned at all. One German crew in the early 1900s was reportedly lost near the South Pole, sparking rumours of secret discoveries. Others suggest Nazi forces attempted to set up bases in Antarctica during World War II, chasing Hollow Earth legends of their own. Is this just Cold War paranoia? Or were powerful nations really trying to uncover something beneath the ice? Even today, rumours persist. Strange aircraft sightings over the continent, electromagnetic anomalies, and a whole lot of secrecy. Admiral Byrd may have gone on an expedition, but what he brought back was a myth that refuses to melt away. Okay, quick recap. The US Admiral flies to Antarctica, possibly finds a sci-fi utopia, and the government's like, nothing to see here. Sure, sounds totally normal. Look, Byrd was legit. Medals, missions, the works. But the secret diary thing? That's like your grandpa telling you he saw Bigfoot and shook his hand. Still, the South Pole's weirdly locked down. Like if you and I wanted to visit, we'd need permits, gear, and probably a signed letter from a penguin. A coincidence? Maybe. But if Byrd found a tropical paradise under Antarctica, I'm booking a flight and packing sunscreen. Polar entrances and satellite anomalies. Is there really a hidden world inside the Earth? How do you get in? Some people believe the answer lies at the poles, specifically in the theory of holes at the poles, vast circular openings at the north and south ends of the Earth that supposedly lead straight into the inner world. Sounds far-fetched. Well, satellite images from the mid-20th century seem to show strange gaps or blurs over both poles. Not definitive, but curious. And today, many polar satellite images are incomplete or patched in ways that have fueled internet sleuths for years. Add to that the reports of restricted airspace over parts of Antarctica, and things get even stranger. Civilian aircraft are heavily regulated, and flight paths often avoid the very regions theorists claim hide something significant. Then there are the pilots. Some say their compasses spun uncontrollably near polar regions. Others report sudden instrument failures, stories that align with tales of electromagnetic anomalies near supposed entrance sites. And of course, there's Google Earth. Some users claim entire chunks of Antarctica appear to be digitally obscured or blurred out, as if censoring something. Critics say it's just image compression, but for believers, it's digital red tape. A fringe theory even accuses NASA of never showing true polar imagery, alleging that the poles are cropped, edited, or omitted from most public data. So, is this just glitchy tech and cold weather logistics, or is there something we're not meant to see? Alright, confession time. I've zoomed in on Antarctica on Google Earth at 3 AM too, so you're not alone. The hole at the pole thing? It's like the Bermuda Triangle's chiller cousin. Theories, foggy satellite pics, and enough online posts to make your Wi-Fi nervous. Also, can we talk about how everything gets weird near Antarctica? It's like the Earth's do not disturb zone. But hey, if NASA really is hiding a portal to Narnia, can someone please let Bezos know? That man's got rockets, he can handle it. Next up, who or what might actually be living in the Hollow Earth? The inner civilization hypothesis. If there's a hidden world beneath our feet, the next question is obvious. Who lives there? According to many Hollow Earth believers, it's not empty down there. It's home to an advanced ancient civilization, possibly older than humanity itself. Some describe these beings as spiritually enlightened, technologically superior, and committed to observing us from a distance, like cosmic anthropologists. The city of Agartha comes up again here, often described as a luminous utopia with crystal architecture, zero violence, and perfect weather. It's basically Earth's VIP lounge, if you believe the lore. Some claim UFOs don't come from other planets, but from inside the Earth. That the flying craft we see might be exit vehicles from hidden underground bases, popping out for reconnaissance. And then there's the strangest twist, Nazi Germany. Speculative accounts claim that in the final days of World War II, Nazi forces set up a secret Antarctic base, chasing legends of Hollow Earth. It's said that the occult-obsessed factions within the regime believed the inner world held lost technology or even superior beings who could tie up the balance of power. Let's be clear, there is zero historical evidence for this, but as a myth, it became deeply entangled in the lore. And like ancient alien theories, some say these inner beings are the true source behind many modern UFO sightings, craft seen zipping from mountains, oceans, or the poles, not space. Real fiction? Something in between. Regardless, the idea of a hidden civilization beneath our feet keeps burrowing deeper into the imagination. Okay, plot twist. We're not just dealing with mole people, we're talking peaceful, glowing superhumans, and possibly Nazis? The lore here reads like someone combined a yoga retreat brochure with a Cold War spy thriller, Agartha, where you can unlock your chakras and reverse engineer UFOs. And those UFOs? Imagine aliens saying, "Nah bro, we're not from Mars, we're from Minnesota," but like deep Minnesota. Look, it's wild, but weirdly elegant. Maybe we're not alone on this surface or beneath it. Coming up, let's bring science to the party and see what the data really says. What science actually says. Okay, time to bring in the grown-ups, science. According to modern geology, Earth is not hollow. It's built like an onion, layer after layer, starting with the crust and then the mantle, followed by a swirling outer core, and finally a dense inner core made mostly of iron. We know this not from digging, because we've only scratched about 0.2% of Earth's depth, but from seismic waves. When earthquakes strike, they send out energy that moves differently through each layer. Scientists use this data like sonar, creating a picture of what lies below. So far, no massive voids, no inner oceans, no civilizations of glowing giants sipping coconut water. But even science admits the Earth is still full of surprises. For instance, researchers recently discovered a massive underground ocean, a water-rich mineral layer that may hold more H2O than the whole surface of the oceans combined. Then there are colossal magma chambers, subterranean mountain ranges, and strange low-frequency sounds, booming rumbles from beneath our feet, often called skyquakes or the hum. They're real, but not fully understood. Geologists say these sounds are likely natural, tectonic movement, ocean waves, maybe even atmospheric phenomena. But they are weird, and fringe theorists love weird. Then there's the South Atlantic anomaly, an area where Earth's magnetic field gets wonky, sometimes knocking out satellites. No link to Hollow Earth, but it keeps the idea alive. There are things about our planet we still don't fully grasp. So, while science says no to Hollow Earth as a physical reality, it also says we don't have all the answers yet. And that little crack in certainty, that's where the mystery slips through. Okay, let's be honest. Science showing up to crash the Hollow Earth party is kind of a buzzkill. Like your friend who brings a spreadsheet to a campfire ghost story. That said, seismic wave data is pretty compelling. It's not just scientists guessing. We've actually seen inside the Earth, kind of like giving it an ultrasound. But here's the twist. Even science keeps stumbling across surprises. Underground oceans, check. Massive magma blobs the size of Texas, yep. And don't get me started on those weird booming noises, because nothing says normal geology like the Earth growling at you. So yeah, no giant inner cities with light crystals and hovercrafts yet. But we're definitely not done learning what's beneath us. And honestly, that's almost more interesting. Coming up, we're heading into the big one. Why Hollow Earth just won't die. Why Hollow Earth won't go away. If the Hollow Earth theory has been scientifically debunked, why do people still believe it? The answer might not be geological, but psychological. For one, we're drawn to the unknown. From ancient myths to modern Reddit threads, the idea that there's something hidden beneath us, untouched, unseen, ungoverned, taps into a deep, primal curiosity. It's also about control. If governments, scientists, or secret elites are hiding a whole civilization beneath our feet, then it explains why we're left in the dark. It gives us a story where our suspicions are valid and our imaginations justified. And sometimes, belief isn't about evidence, it's about hope. Agartha, Shambhala, these aren't just places, they're utopias, worlds of peace, wisdom, and higher understanding. In a world full of conflict and uncertainty, the idea that more evolved society exists beneath us is strangely comforting. There's even a metaphorical twist. Carl Jung believed inner Earth myths reflect the subconscious mind, the layers we bury, the truths we hide from ourselves. In this sense, Hollow Earth isn't just a conspiracy, it's a symbol, a mirror to our inner world. And maybe, just maybe, it's not about whether the Earth is hollow. Maybe it's about what that idea represents. Because when you strip away the maps, the myths, and the seismic charts, the real question becomes, what if we're not just imagining Hollow Earth? What if it's imagining us? Here we go. Deep stuff, like psychology degree not included kind of deep. Honestly, this section hit me. Hollow Earth might not be real geologically, but symbolically, it's powerful. It's the what if that keeps our curiosity alive. It's about secrets, down there and in here. Plus the idea that we are longing for a peaceful inner civilization. And that says a lot about how chaotic the surface world feels, right? Also, shout out to Carl Jung for turning maybe the Earth is hollow into maybe we are. Dude took a shovel to the psyche. So whether you believe it's literal, metaphorical, or really just cool sci-fi, one thing's clear. Hollow Earth isn't going anywhere. Unless, of course, it's waiting for us to find our way in. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this one. Please let me know what videos you'd like to see next in the comments below. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. It's free, and it really helps out our small channel. Okay, friends, until next time, stay curious.